Hi, folks. Welcome to the Weekend Investing Daily Bite, Tuesday, 9th of September. No major news as such, except that, Nepal parliament has been set on fire, and the unpredictability and the uncertainty in the world that is again coming to the fore. No thawing of the dispute between India and the US. Uh, in this light, IT stocks were getting battered, and Infosys thought, why not use our money to buy back some stock, and that has lifted the mood of the IT stocks and as well as most of the markets as well. Now, buybacks, special dividends, bonuses, splits, they really don't add any value to any stock. Rather, um, it shows that the management is out of ideas on how to use that money that investors had given them or they have accumulated over time. So it could be a short-lived bounce from a IT perspective because the US is not relenting uh, on their stand that they would like to tariff services or do something more. I mean, basically what they've said is that we'll go to phase two, phase three if you will not apologize and bow, all those kind of things. So that I think is not happening. And Prime Minister Modi is talking about why should we not have our own social media. So the thought process in the back of the mind seems to be that there could come a stage where US and India could sort of ban things that people are using. There is a lot of talk about those submarine cables getting cut. That is also said that it is sabotage towards the Asian continent, and unrest in Bangladesh first, and now here is also said to be, indicators or essentially signals to India that you need to fall in line. So it is going to get messy, it seems, and no, and outside this India US thing also, I think the world since August 22nd is looking like a different world. Gold is going through the roof, and last 3 4 sessions it has just not stopped, and this is very very unusual, very very unusual. We'll take a look at those charts as well. Disclaimer as always, please read fully, understand it, and then move forward in the video. Do subscribe to the channel if you like our content. Let's look at this chart. So again, a very very short range of the day within the previous day virtually, and the previous day was within the large candle that we had. So we are not really moving anywhere yet. We are inching up. So 0.39% up on Nifty. No complaints for this move. 0.14% on Nifty Junior, again flat and sideways. Mid caps 0.2%, small caps 0.26%, bank Nifty 0.05%. So the market is just not moving anywhere. It is waiting for some trigger. The trigger will come most likely from the India US conflict, whether it escalates or it de escalates. I think that is the trigger that is going to come. And just look at gold from 22nd of August. It has just gone ballistic. One red candle out of so many. And when I talk to precious bullion dealers today, they're saying there's a premium of 3,200 rupees per 10 grams, which is almost like 3% premium. 3% premium after a rise like this is, at least I have not heard of it in the last 20 30 years that I've been watching the gold market. 3% premium after the metal has run up nearly 10% is unprecedented. So there is a huge delivery squeeze, perhaps, uh, or there is some central banks which have opened their purses and they're saying we are having a go at it at whatever price we want to accumulate. So this is actually giving you a sign that the world is in a pretty troubled place. So in that light, we could see trouble ahead. That is one, and two, it gives us still time to do some proper allocation of our funds. Advanced decline trends after the first hour or two went pretty much flat. Slightly grade on a very low gradient, advances recovered. In the second half of the day, declines went down, but absolutely flat, 255 advances to 245 declines. And you can see that only one sector really pulling up the market, Infosys, with its buyback, and in sympathy, TCS, HCL Tech, Wipro, and Tech Mahindra also moving up. Adani Ports moved up. Dr. Reddy's has moved up. Uh, Trent, NTPC, Ultrasemco, NGC, Geofinance, Bajaj Auto, all down in Nifty 50. In Nifty Next 50, you can see Bajaj Holding, Adani Power, Zydus Life, Adani and Sol, Siemens, LTIM move up, and Indigo, TVS Motors, DLF, PFC, Lodha, CG Power, Shree Cement, all these stocks moved down. Rest remained pretty much flat. Mover of the day is Infosys. You can see how it has leapt up in about 5% on its share buyback plan. As I mentioned in the opening, I don't foresee buyback announcements to really sustain the uptrend, because when a stock is in downtrend, the only options that a management has is to somehow take the focus away from the weakness, to take the focus away from the stock price going down, and that is by giving some other lollipop of some kind, whether it is buyback, special dividend, bonus, rights, none of which actually add real value to the investor. Ujjivan Small Finance Bank also rose very smartly, 7.5% on some surprising news, and they're raising a QIP of 2,000 crores. That was another mover of the day. In the sectoral trends, Nifty IT on the back of Infosys. See, Infosys is such a big bellwether that it moves not only the entire IT index but also the market to some extent. 2.76% on Nifty IT, Pharma up 0.86%, FMCG 0.58%. So all three defensive sectors, the classical defensive sectors moved up. Services also moved up 0.58, MNC stocks were up 0.4, and rest were quite inconsequential in the trading today. IT stocks excluding Infosys, Wipro, Tech Mahindra, Emphasis, and Persistent also moved up 2 to 3%. And in the tweets of the day, as I was mentioning, since October 22nd, where it became very obvious that the US markets and the US system is very, very broken, they are having to revise down past data by large numbers, the employment data, and that is telling you that this problem is going to get worse before it improves. And since then, since August 22nd evening, uh, gold has just gone one way, virtually one way, with some small corrections, and this is not normal at all, not that I've seen in the last many years. Another tweet of mine, which was gaining good traction, was this FUD that was created by influencers against buying real estate. So a lot of influencers have been pushing people to not buy real estate and stay on rent. And look at what has happened in the last 5 years. Had people not listened to these influencers, they probably would be sitting at some gains on some real estate which they wanted to buy, but they got brainwashed because of these stupid people. So that was one part of it. And then market advisors, stock market advisors, have been against gold since like decades. Just because Mr. Warren Buffett doesn't like gold, every other stock market advisor doesn't like gold. And only now that some are saying that, oh, we missed the bus, or we are trying to allocate some. I mean, we've been from Weekend Investing, we've been shouting from the rooftops since 2016 that you must allocate to gold. But nevertheless, a lot of folks come back and say and thank us that it's because of you that we were exposed to the gold markets. And I just believe that you should give a honest opinion about asset classes, and not to push your agenda should you rubbish a asset class. So real estate was rubbished by influencers and gold was rubbished by market advisors. Both have given flying returns, especially in the last 5 years, and there is no reason why it will not continue to go forward the same way. So while you can say, why, what meat do I have to uh, in the space of gold or real estate, just I just want anybody who's following us should not get misdirected towards equity only. Equity is great. I mean, equity will beat gold and real estate for sure, but the equity is not the end of the world. You will need to asset allocate. What happens when equity will not perform for 5 years or 10 years? What will you do? So you need to asset allocate, and this education needs to come through. Anyhow, so let's again meet at 8 p.m. We're going to talk about how bear markets are the price of bull runs. Very nice data I'll present here. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this content, do like and share this video. And of course, please do subscribe to the channel. See you again. Bye.